Welcome back to Auto Garage. Before we dive into today's classic ride, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss our deep dives into the cars that shaped automotive history. Today, we're taking a close look at the Plymouth Valiant, a car that stood as one of Chrysler's most successful compact offerings. It was first introduced in 1960 and quickly became a staple for drivers who wanted reliability, affordability, and style wrapped into one package. Over the years, the Valiant became known not just as an entry-level car but as a durable machine with surprising performance for its class. On the exterior, the Plymouth Valiant carried a design that blended practicality with a sense of style that made it stand out in its segment. Early models had sharp lines, a forward-thrust grille, and a distinctive look that set them apart from other compacts of the time. By the late 60s and early 70s, the design evolved into cleaner, more refined shapes with wider stances, larger grilles, and more aggressive profiles. The Valiant was never an overly flashy car, but it projected confidence. Its proportions were balanced, the wheel arches flared subtly, and the chrome details gave it just the right amount of flair without being excessive. For many buyers, it looked like a smaller version of Chrysler's larger sedans but had its own unique character that made it instantly recognizable on the street. Stepping inside the Plymouth Valiant, you get a cabin that reflects the practicality of its purpose. The interior was simple, durable, and designed with comfort in mind. Depending on the trim level, you could find either basic vinyl seats or more upscale fabric options. The dashboard was straightforward, with large, easy-to-read gauges and simple switchgear that made the car easy to live with on a daily basis. Space inside was generous for a compact car, with plenty of headroom and a rear seat that could comfortably fit adults. The visibility from the driver's seat was excellent thanks to the thin roof pillars and large windows, which also gave the cabin an airy feel. While it wasn't luxurious compared to higher-end Chrysler products, the Valiant's interior delivered everything a driver needed with durability that ensured the car could last for years with minimal fuss. Performance is where the Plymouth Valiant really surprised people. Under the hood, the car came with Chrysler's legendary SLANT6 engine, one of the most reliable engines of its time. This inline-six was known for its ruggedness, smooth operation, and decent power delivery. It wasn't a high-performance muscle car, but it had enough punch to keep up with traffic easily, and with proper maintenance, these engines were known to run for hundreds of thousands of miles without issue. Later models also offered V8 options, which added significant power for those who wanted a livelier drive. The Valiant's handling was predictable and stable, with a suspension setup that favored comfort but still gave the driver confidence behind the wheel. It wasn't built for spirited cornering, but for everyday driving, it was reliable, smooth, and easy to control. When it comes to prices today, the Plymouth Valiant represents one of the best entry points into the world of classic cars. Depending on the year, condition, and trim, you can find examples ranging from as low as $5,000 for project cars to around $15,000 to $25,000 for well-preserved or fully restored models. The Valiant offers a lot of value because it's affordable, parts are relatively easy to find, and the car has a strong following among enthusiasts. Collectors often appreciate it as a dependable classic that doesn't break the bank and still turns heads at car shows. The Plymouth Valiant may not have the glamour of muscle cars like the Plymouth GTX or the flashy reputation of a Barracuda, but it earned its place in history as a car that did everything well. It had a distinctive look, a comfortable and practical interior, engines that lasted nearly forever, and a price point that made it accessible then and now. If you're looking for a piece of classic American automotive history that combines durability, charm, and affordability, the Valiant is a car that deserves serious consideration. So that's our detailed review of the Plymouth Valiant. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Auto Garage for more deep dives into timeless machines.